Good morning, everyone. Good morning and welcome to this live morning webinar. I hope everyone is doing well today. How is trading going so far, guys? Any interesting in your trading from yesterday? Please feel free to type on the chat and let me know if you trade anything yesterday, if you were around when the interest rates came out. Hello, Cherry. Hello, Ernest. Hello, guys. I see lots and lots of people today. This is fantastic. So, Trader Silver, that's great. So our risk reward as always. And just bear with me. Okay. So guys, as usual, let's start with our news events. But before that, I would like just to make sure that you see the links on both chats through Zoom and through the YouTube live. The Instagram page, please make sure you follow us here as we post a lot of things on a daily basis, some reels, some investment analysis and all this stuff. Also, the Telegram channel, whenever we go live, we put it here, so you never miss any live event. Also, important stocks and currencies and indices announcements. And of course, the YouTube channel. Guys, please make sure you like the videos and subscribe on the YouTube channel. It is it gives us a good information about how things going. When we see more people liking the videos we are doing, you can go back to the webinars here at Trading Spotlights and see all the webinars myself, Pauls, and Jens are hosting, and you can learn a lot of things about trading, price action, about inflation, and all this stuff. And for those who maybe sometime miss the live tradings, we have them here in recording, so you can watch them. So let's close some tabs. Let's start with our cow. Good morning, guys. Good morning, John from Kenya. Wow, that's fantastic. Great to have you on this live trading session, John. So last night, as expected, the raise on the interest rates in the US, they took it 0.75% higher. And today we have, and also in the morning, unchanged interest rates in Japan. We wait for later on the UK to tell us which one it's their final number, if it's the 2.25%. And also we have the National Bank of Swiss announcing interest rates, or they already announced them. And as usual, if we go, for those who are new on this webinar, where I find this premium analytics, you just click let me show you from here, it's easier. When you go to our website, admiralmarkets.com, you go here where it says analytics. If you click premium analytics, it's going to take you here, and I just click the morning briefing and I scroll all the way down to read today's top headlines. So first few headlines, they say that interest rates by the Fed came out as expected, 0.75% increase, and that's the third straight increase. Of course, the yields, the Fed's rate decision sent US Treasury yields in different directions. Bank of Japan maintains interest rates below zero, escalating threats from Russia on Ukraine role, UN meeting, EU battles Russian narrative for overall global food crisis, Iran's president dismisses Western critics, aim women rights protest at home, Russia-Ukraine saw prisoners in deal brokered by Turkey and Saudi Arabia, FTC says Jeff Bezos, others at Amazon must testify in agency's probe, Abu Dhabi oil giant in talks to buy trader Canva, Meta quietly reduces staff in cost-cutting push. And the last one for today, BP says 2 employees died after fire at Ohio refinery. That's not nice. Good morning, guys. Good morning. I see many people joining today. That's awesome. Welcome to this webinar. Let's go to the chart immediately. I don't know, for some reason, I lost all the drawing trend lines and channels this morning when I opened my MT5. I don't know why that happened, but that's okay. So yesterday we had the US interest rates announcement. The number came very positive. So US dollar in a rally. It means the rest, euro, pound, Aussie, Kiwi, Canadian, New Zealand, Japanese yen, and the Swiss franc. We're gonna keep the Swiss franc out of the equation for now. They are just pushing lower. So because the Swiss performed really well and we see some kind of equilibrium between the USD and the Swiss franc. Now, a downtrend is remain intact. We clearly now broke below this level of support. We look to sell and only sell. We don't attempt to do crazy counter trend trades, okay, especially with all this weakness in the pound. Better we look to the 4-hour charts for some strong price action signals, or to the 1-hour chart. Ideally for intraday traders, we go down to the 15-minute chart or 5-minute chart. Now, yesterday, for those who were here, remember, we were at exactly this candle here when we were having this live trading, and we said we're gonna wait for the candle to close. And we wait for a pullback somewhere to 50% fib retracement. You have the checklist. We have lower highs, lower lows. We have a 50% or 61.8% retracement. If we have trend line or moving averages, doesn't really matter because we have a solid structure. Or the other information I'm giving you all the time is when you see these long candles, most of the times they retrace somewhere in the middle. So somewhere here in the middle of the candle, and then good entries from there. So, but even if you've done it with this way, with a limit order, with a sell limit order here, your stop loss somewhere above here or there, doesn't really matter because we have a lot of swings here and it's an intraday. So we play with high probability trades here when we follow this methodology. The checklist I shared with you many times. If you don't have it, or for those who are new in the webinar, I can share it with you guys. Just let me know on the chat below. And you could initiate a sell entry here, your stop somewhere there. By the time the event came, you could be out of the trade with 2 to 1. And I want to believe that you stick to our plan and you don't try to take trades right before the event. If you want to take trades before the events, please have a demo account if you are trading on a live account and just do the, how we call it, crazy stuff over there, okay? Not on our live accounts. We want to have discipline there. So still sell opportunities. Now the 15-minute chart is trying to break below this area here, as you can see. So buyers were in control here. Now we broke below. We want to see some sort of rejection somewhere here, maybe somewhere here. So we're going to keep an eye on that for a pullback. We want to see that, and that's a trick, guys. That's a really, really good trick to keep in mind. When you want to sell, when you want to go short, always wait for the green candles to appear. Always wait for the buyers. When you see buyers, you have to be happy, not feeling that in a downtrend, you see buyers, you have to wait until they're going to take the price at the level that it's going to give you a good reward to risk opportunity to sell. And because buyers, they came in and absorbed some of the sales, it means there is a good chance that the sellers, they're going to initiate new positions, and we're going to see a strong move to the downside as a trend continuation. Okay, some people, they ask for the checklist. Yes, we will share it. So we will wait to find good entries to sell the pound US dollar. Let's move on. Euro US dollar. Daily chart, clearly. Let's me put the channel. Daily chart, you can see we broke below these levels here. Nice break. The volatility came yesterday during the event, helped the price to just create lots of volume and a strong break. So it's fantastic. Today, we keep an eye on the lower time frame. Intraday traders, we want to see some sort of clear break like this one. You see, guys, this is a pattern we want to see. This is a pattern we want to see. We want to see that the sellers are in control, and then we're going to wait patiently for a pullback to sell. Sellers in control, wait patiently for a pullback at some area to sell. So we want to see a clear break. We don't have a clear break. If you try to sell here, maybe you're going to be lucky and the price is going to fall. But based on my experience, most of the times the price is just hovering around before it makes a strong break to the downside. Okay. For those who are wondering, why didn't we react the same way with this impulse nice candle here? It's because this came just before the right on the news event. Sorry, it was the 9 p.m. candle. So we said 1 hour before the news event, couple of hours, and couple of hours after the event, we do not touch intraday stuff because the market is just absolutely trying to digest the move. And as we are not we do not have the requirements, funds of billions of dollars to move prices in the currency market, then it's better to wait for those guys who are moving the market, like these guys here, to make the move, to show us where they're going to position their capital. So we're going to wait for a pullback to get with a strong trend. Okay. So sell implication as well for this one here. USD against the Swiss franc. We still have this consolidation area, especially on the 15-minute. It's just a messy chart here. So for intraday, we do nothing. And also for swing trading, we do nothing. we identify this pattern here, that is a range pattern, and we are in the middle of the range pattern, so we don't want to get involved. This one is very good for, let me just throw some levels, but why this level is not here? It should be there. So on the daily chart, we have this structure. I think I had a channel as well. Okay, so we have this structure here. The market, it's in a clear downtrend. On the 4-hour chart, if you find price action to trade, or you can go down to the 15-minute chart, we see this move here during the Asian session and Sydney session. We have the sellers continue the yesterday's weakness in the US dollar, in the Aussie, and we had some minor pullback. Now the market is just trying to push lower. Again, we're going to wait for a clear direction when we break below this low point, and then retracement, and we are good to sell it. So we have many pairs on our watch list today, remaining one of the best selling opportunity, the Kiwi. Out of all these major currency pairs, the New Zealand against the US dollar, it's been 2 weeks, I'm saying and repeat it on every single session, that guys, this is the most clear one out of all, because we have these nice swings in the market. So if we go down to 15 minutes, let's say yesterday we had this nice structure here. The market made lower highs and lower lows, as you can see. Lower low, pull back somewhere around here, below a trend line. So we could definitely sell, have a stop here, make more than 2-to-1 until it reaches the last swing, and it's all good. Today we see this move to the downside, the pullback. The market reaches at this area here, so we could sell here, have a stop there, and take the profit down there. Okay. Traded silver right after news release. Good morning. Is that to the middle of the candle body or total candle length, including high and low? David, you are referring, let's say, for this impulse candle. Yeah, usually the total candle body, it's the total candle length, not just the body. Because in many occasions, you will notice that these candles here, when they have lots of volume, they don't have very obvious wicks that they can create some sort of uncertainty what is going on. Okay, you see this candle here. Okay, this is against the prevailing trend, so we don't talk about how to trade this specific one, but just for your question about the 50% of the candle, yeah, it's the total length. And you see, when we have long candles, usually the wicks are minimal compared to the body. Yeah, from the New Zealand USD, we wait for the pullback, guys. Again, let's make it very clear. When we trade, Florin, do you have the checklist? Just let me know, please. Guys, when we are trading, when we are trading the 15-minute or the 5-minute chart, we use the same approach, the same checklist as we use on the daily chart, on the 4-hour chart, and so on. Okay, what do we want to see? We want to see trend. What is a trend? That's where many traders, they get completely sideways in their head. Where we want to, what is a trend? A trend, it's a series of a downtrend. It's a series of lower lows and lower highs. If we take this move here, is it a downtrend? It's not a downtrend. Many people, they will say, yes, it's a downtrend because I see this low lower than this low, but no, what about this high? We have a downtrend. It's this one here. It's better. Let me just clean a little bit. A downtrend is this one. I'm just trying to find. Okay, let's take this one. Is this a downtrend? It's not a downtrend because this low here is not lower than this low there. So why should I sell here? I don't sell. This is a break of structure. So this, it was lower low. This is a downtrend. I can sell here, but when the market tries to pull back here, it's not a downtrend. This is a difficult example. Okay, but we have to understand what is a trend. I have a webinar made on the YouTube. Please, you can find it and you can see I explain what is a downtrend. If I see these lower highs and lower lows, and at this point I'm selling here and I see the market comes here and make this movement, is this a downtrend now? No, it's not a downtrend. The downtrend was here, the downtrend was there. I initiated an order, a sell order here. I took the profits there on the intraday basis. So the market stopped trending at some point. They're not going to trend forever. All right. That's why we say we have to be very careful when we're trading intraday. So we identify the, and also when we trade on the daily and 4-hour chart. But there we have the privilege of time and of the days to just see and see it again and again. But here we have to say, okay, do I have a lower highs and lower lows? Yes, I do have. Okay, that's a downtrend. Do I have lower highs, but I don't have I have lower lows, but I don't have lower highs, and I have like this. So this is not a downtrend anymore. So I go and I find another pair, which is more clear. Now, this one here, it's a downtrend. It is a downtrend. Absolutely. We have lower highs. Sorry, we have lower lows, and we have these lower highs here. And then the market pull back here. And now we approach the take profit area, the last swing. So we stop selling. Now, from here, we definitely expect the market to push to the downside. And then we're going to see a retracement. Retracements are somewhere on resistance levels. In this occasion, let's say a retracement somewhere here, and then we can find some sort of price action and we just sell. Guys, I see lots and lots of questions, which this is fantastic, but the privilege of time, unfortunately, doesn't allow us to answer all these questions. I will appreciate if you, after we finish the webinar, you just go to the YouTube channel and leave comments below about all these questions. Or for those who are participating through the Zoom, you just leave your comments at the end of this session, okay? So I can answer them later on. Or if you want instant answers, just go on the YouTube when we're gonna upload it in a few hours from now, and please make your questions there. So let's move on. USD Canadian dollar weak, US dollar in an uptrend. We can see daily chart, higher highs, higher lows, nice strong impulse candles. So for our chart, definitely not too much of opportunities, because on a steep uptrend, we have shallow pullbacks. So, and always on the shallow pullbacks, we have the risk, if we enter here and we have the stop there, to get stopped out very, very easy. So here on the 15-minute chart, yesterday we were watching this area here. We were somewhere there around, that's 12 here. We had this area, we had this chart pattern, and I explained to you that this one is what we call the ascending triangle, and many of you who watched my webinars about the chart patterns, they identified this one. So if you had a higher high and you could initiate your positions, then the market went just sideways before the news event. Then we are in an uptrend. So now the market, it's just pushing to the upside. It doesn't give us opportunities to participate with this market. That's the reality. And guys, not all the trending markets, they're going to give you opportunities to participate in the lower time frame sometimes. Okay, sometimes the market is just keep going and it doesn't give you these nice swings, let's say up to give you some swings here and make it clear for you to just buy and sell here and take your profits there. Okay, sometimes they just doing these moves that they don't give us an entry point, and that's fine. We're going to just find another market. So this one here was the ascending triangle on the daily chart. If we go to the 15-minute chart, we have this move to the upside. Now I hope this example it's going to help you understand why I'm telling you all the time, couple of hours before the event and couple of hours after the major news events, we don't want to be in any trade as an intraday trader. Why? Because the market will fluctuate that much, will become so volatile, and because we use stop loss orders, the market, for example, here, it traded to the downside. If you enter there, your stop loss will be there. Worst case scenario will be there. Best scenario, your stop loss will be here. Again, in any occasion, your stop loss got hit. Is not what we want to see. Okay, or if this one here was the JPY interest rates announcement this morning. This one here was the yesterday's Fed's announcement. Let's say you see that this is in an uptrend, you see this nice bullish pin bar just prior to the event, excuse me, and you decided that you want to buy. All right, if you buy here, where your stop is going to be? Most likely there, or let's say there, or here, or here, or there on the swings. If you've put it your stop there, it's 100 pips. So only big accounts, maybe they can afford to have their stops there. Anyway, as retail traders, we use about 10, 15, 20 pips for the intraday trading. So if you had your stop there, you got stop out. If you had your stop there, you got stop out, stop out, stop out. So that's why it's better just be patient. Now we have clarity in this pair here. We see that we broke above resistance. The US dollar is strong. The JPY is weak based on interest rates as well, based on technical analysis as well. We cleared this nonsense volatile move of this bar. And what I expect to see now, we have a nice impulse move. We are not in a rush. We don't want to be the last buyer in the market. We want to be with the first buyers in the market. So we're going to wait the price to show us some red candles. So sellers, maybe they're going to start push a little bit to the downside. And we can see some sort of retracement. We take our checklist. If we have a trend line on the 15-minute chart, we have this support on the 15-minute chart. We draw if we want a fib retracement, and we see about the 50, 61.8%. And then either we place a sell, a buy limit order, directly buy limit order. We put our stop where we believe it's appropriate, and we let the trade take us and hopefully give us the profit if it doesn't give us the loss. Or we can wait for a candle price action pattern and we just enter with very tight stop. But on the intraday basis, I prefer not to have very, very tight stops behind a single candle. I prefer to put stops behind swings levels because of the volatility. If this is your first interaction with the intraday stuff, guys, be patient, give yourself time to understand by repetition what I'm explaining on the webinars. And at some point, you're going to get it, it's going to come. Ask all the questions you want, but don't force yourself to just say, I got it from the first webinar. Give yourself time to understand, to adjust. And I have lots and lots and lots of things to share with you. But as I said yesterday, one step at a time. Okay, so let's just go, guys. Really, I see all your questions. With all the respect to you, it's impossible to answer all these questions. Please copy and paste them later on the YouTube comments below this video, and I will answer everything later. Okay, let's go quick. Aussie yen. We had our support here. We expected the market to come at this area. Now we have this bullish engulfing. For price action traders, maybe we can buy here, okay, and have our target somewhere there. For intraday traders, we want to see a higher highs and higher lows. So we broke above this, which is fantastic. Now we want to use our checklist. Let's say this, it's very steep trend line. We want to see some sort of reaction here, and then we are good to go for intraday. Target, it's somewhere here. Good pairs for today is definitely the on the intraday basis, it's the USD CAD. Where is the USD CAD? Which CAD is that CAD is very weak. USD is very strong. Kiwi, you see, we broke below this support on the 15 minutes on the Kiwi. So we have sellers in control. We have this impulse move to the downside. We're going to sit patient and wait the pullback. Either we can put 50% sell limit order, or we can wait for the price to come somewhere around this previous support, and we can sell it from there. Let's have a look at the S&P. Yesterday, we said these lower lows and these lower highs on the daily chart make it very, very, very lucrative opportunity for intraday trading. We didn't have that sort of pullback because the market was waiting for these news events to come out. So today, yeah, everything it's good for sales. We have all this room to move. So we wait patiently with our checklist to see lower highs, lower lows trend, and then to start sell. But that's a good selling opportunity. Gold, same. Strong US dollar. These buyers here, they didn't manage to do anything. So most likely today we're going to see this downtrend to be resumed. So 15-minute chart, 5-minute chart, we see these lower highs, lower lows. We wait patient for the pullback and we just sell. Crude oil, the same. Crude oil, it's very good for today based on this, but I think this more ideally. Okay, on the 15-minute chart, it's also good. Guys, that's what I told you yesterday. Clear downtrend, the daily chart. It's clear downtrend. The price action of the daily chart yesterday, look at this bearish engulfing. Clear downtrend. So price action agreed, direction agrees. If you go to the 15-minute chart or 5-minute chart, you wait to see your cycles, lower highs and lower lows, identified your trend, and then execute it based on the checklist. Yes, Ernest, again, there are many people, they asking for the checklist. I will share. Bitcoin, we see this sort of push to the downside. We expect the price to come and retest this area here. Good sales. Yesterday, we said about the euro Canadian dollar. It's one of the best buys because we have this higher change in trend, higher highs and higher lows. The next level, it's up there. Room, too much room. Here we had this candle here. If you check the checklist, this was a good opportunity to enter. And last one, the Nasdaq, clear sales. All the indices are, most of the indices, the US indices are for good sales today. Just if you are around, if you are trading around the times they're going to give you the opportunities, then you can take it. I know some people, they, after they saw this candle, they enter here, they have their stop somewhere there, and they wait for target to be hit somewhere here. Okay, let's just share the checklist one more time. And we're gonna wrap up for today. Just bear with me, guys, to get the link. Okay. Why is this one? Sorry, guys, bear with me. Okay, so can view, copy. All right, guys, here is the checklist. Okay, you can take it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your participation. I hope you gain a lot of value today. Really, we said things that they can help you a lot in your trading. Again, please give yourself some time to understand the technical and fundamental aspect of trading. Stick around, and I'm sure 100% that at some point you're going to be able to become a skillful trader, and you will be happy about that. Okay, so if you need anything and for what we said today, please make sure you put it on the comments below when we upload it on YouTube. And I wish you to have a great day ahead, and look forward to see you tomorrow at the same time. Thank you so much, and bye for now.